Hi guys, how you doing today?
Hi, Bonnie, nice to see you.
How are you
Nice.
doing?
I'm great. Listen, I am a Broadway babe. There is no question about it. If I could get on a plane again and go to New York, that would be the first thing I would do when this pandemic is over. So, Tom, I want to start with you because did you ever in your wildest dreams think that SpongeBob would be a Broadway musical?
Well, first of all, if I could get on a plane, I'd go to Canada, but you don't want us, and rightfully so. No. I mean, that was totally left field. Like that's not anything that anybody was thinking about. You know, you just kind of like everything's so exponential, right? Like we made this, back in 1997 or 98, we made this 7-minute short, and then it became a pilot for a show, and then the show got picked up for a season, and then another season, and next thing you know, it's 22 years later, and there's a successful Broadway extension of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we never saw that coming. And like I said, at first there were, Steve Hillenburg and his team were a little uncertain about the ability to turn it into a Broadway show. Like, can you take that animated cartoon that ignores the laws of physics and is just about 11 minutes of silliness and turn it into 2-3 hours of Broadway? Can that even be done without being a disaster? And it speaks to Ethan and Tina Landau and the whole cast and everybody involved in the Broadway show, and Steve Hillenburg working with them and them working with him, that they were able to transpose that over to this other medium.
It's fantastic because, Ethan, I have to tell you, I saw it live and I remember getting my ticket and I'm thinking, am I too old for this? Like, really? What am I had such a good time. And I wanted to, and you were so fantastic, by the way. And I want to ask you, I mean, how SpongeBob savvy were you? And you must have been so nervous to take this on.
Oh yeah, truly terrified. I feel like one of the quintessential stories of my self-identity with SpongeBob is that when I got the audition, I was in my friend's dorm room sitting on a beanbag chair, like holding a plush doll of SpongeBob, looking at a poster of all of the different spaces that SpongeBob makes. And my friend was watching SpongeBob in the corner, and I got an email that was like, untitled Tina Landau project, little picture of SpongeBob.
Right. It's insane. And were you nervous to have Tom there playing, Tom, not doing the SpongeBob voice for this, and then Ethan doing it, but Tom is there. I mean, come on, dude, you must have been so nervous about that.
I know it was a lot, but also Tom had already been so supportive as we'd done the show in Chicago, and then when we did it on Broadway, like there was so much positivity. Oh, that's my chair sending me down.
It's okay. It's okay. No worries.
There was so much positivity about like, you've got this. You're doing great already. That Tom being there with us to play Patchy was like, all right, like this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be so fun. We're gonna get to hang out and like bounce ideas and play. So all of those nerves that were probably somewhere in my unconscious were pushed to the side because it was just an exciting idea.
It's so brilliant. And Tom, tell me about doing that. And like you do so many voices anyway. Like, how do you even keep everything straight in your head?
It gets harder as the years go on. I'll tell you. I spent a lot of time checking my own IMDb. That people go, hey, I really liked you in this show, and I go, I don't know that I did that show, did I? And they go, yeah, you did. And I go, oh yeah, I did. Yeah, that was fun. But I gotta say, it was probably less intimidating. It was probably less scary for Ethan to play SpongeBob on Broadway than it was for me to be Patchy, like on a stage, because I'm not a stage actor, you know what I mean? My background was stand up and sketch comedy, but nothing like that. Like I don't know musical theater songs. I'm the opposite of a Broadway babe, like my daughter, my teenage daughter has, got into it, has been into it since she was little. So I've kind of been educated on it, but it wasn't really a part of my background or my life or my aspirations at all. And so being there with these people who are so freaking good at it, you know what I mean? Like they're so good at it, they're and had done this particular show for a long time, and have worked together as a team for a long time, because no, the show wasn't filmed when it was on Broadway, so they had to remount it and film it again for this DVD. It was kind of like rebuild, getting the band back together, kind of,
Which
and
is great. Yeah,
it was really fun. But again, like Ethan was saying, we like to, the people on the show really. I mean, we didn't. It wasn't hard work to be positive and uplifting to them because we loved what they were doing and thought it was terrific. So, and they more than extended that same courtesy to me. Like the cast was just so. I think they smelled my fear, and they were so. Maybe it was just the hot pirate outfit I was wearing, but they definitely we're the same, you know what I mean? And it's really nice. It was very SpongeBob the way everybody supported each other, and it's nice. It's show business isn't always like that. And,
no, for
and
sure.
we always try to make it like that,
Yeah, this is wonderful. Absolutely, and Ethan, I want to. 100%. And I want to quickly say, first of all, commend everybody because this tied with Mean Girls for Tony nominations. I mean, that's amazing in itself. I mean, well, exactly. But what I love so much is that now people who don't have the opportunity to get to New York or go to plays or can't afford them, we're to be able to put this on a DVD and for so many people to be able to see it, like we got to see Hamilton, people who couldn't afford that. And I think this should be done more and more. How do you feel about that? It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. I think that accessibility is so important. I think that theater is a huge cultural tool and like an amazing thing about society. And I think that the more people can access it, the better. Not only will it bring more people into the arts, but it is a good way to get different viewpoints across and develop empathy. And so I think that it's crucial. I also think that we're sort of seeing that having these pro shot DVD versions, streamable versions of shows aren't diminishing people's desire to go see it live.
No way.
Sort of, fanning the flames, so to speak. It's
absolutely
want to go more. So I think that it's good for the business of Broadway, but I also think that it's good for humans to be able to access theater. So I'm pro shot.
And it's fun. I am too, Ethan. And I was talking to somebody the other day. Is that so many of my friends are actors and stand-up comedians and musicians, and it's hard, because if you're not out there gigging, you're not earning, and a lot of them are going, maybe should I cash in my pension? Like it's tough times, for a bazillion people in every profession, but they're like, I hear friends going, I don't even know what, if stand-up comes back or if, and I say, I just know that when this is over, there's going to be such a hunger for that it's going to be huge. It's going to be a feeding frenzy. It's going to be insane once once there's a vaccine and everything's happening. That's going to take a while. So we got to hang in there. But man, I don't think this is going to kill anything. Is what I'm saying. I think it's going to come back stronger. But the in between, the gap in between is really really hard on everybody. So it's nice to be able to watch it this way in a pro shot, a way that kind of puts you there as closely as it's able to without being there.
Oh, absolutely. It's wonderful. And I just thank you both so much for your time today and also just for making us laugh. And Tom, personally, I don't know how much money I owe you for babysitting fees over the years, so we might have to work that out, okay?
I actually do know. It's $1.88 per hour. So just prorate it.
Have your people call my people, okay?
Do you have Venmo? Do you have Venmo?
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Guys, thank you so much for this. It's such a pleasure to talk to you, and thank you for all the smiles. It's such a wonderful production. Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay.
Best to you.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys.